What's up guys, my name is Keshav and I'm one of the team members here at Life at UCR, and today I'll be sharing with you guys 5 tips on time management for a college student. Alright, so my first tip is using some sort of calendar to plan out your schedule and also plan out your day, so that way you know when you have free time and when you have to go to class, go to work, or study. So for me, I personally prefer using my phone for my calendar, and I use Google Calendar, and this works really good for me because I always have my phone with me and I might as well keep my calendar on there, right? So a cool feature about Google Calendar and RWeb is that you can sync your RWeb classes on Google Calendar, and it tells you where your class is, who your professor is, and all those details. And also I like the widget of Google Calendar on my iPhone, so instead of opening the app, I can just quickly glance at my lock screen or home screen and see what my schedule is. So my second tip is making a to-do list. So I use a to-do list for all my assignments, due dates, and things I have to get done throughout the week, and it helps me stay on track as I'm always looking at it. So for my to-do list, I also like using my phone just like how I use Google Calendar, except I use an app called Clear, and this app is really intuitive and simple, and I also have the Mac app, so it syncs across all my devices. And there's so many apps you can use for a to-do list, or you can even handwrite it, all up to you. Just find what your preference is. So my third tip for time management would be making a routine. And by this I mean plan out your day by things you have scheduled, such as work, class, and all the other things you have, such as extracurriculars. An example I use of making a routine is I always have homework for my accounting class due on Sunday, and I try to finish the homework on Friday just in case I have other things to do over the weekend, and there's always more assignments and studying to do. So this really helps me stay on track of my assignments that I have for other classes as well. My fourth tip is getting enough sleep. Sleep is super important to keep our mind fresh and our body healthy, and we definitely need to stay awake for our 1.5 hour lectures sometimes. I rarely get 8 hours of sleep in college, and I'm sure the rest of us don't either. I usually average about 6 to 7, but my body has become used to this, so it's perfectly fine. However, if I can, I always try to take a nap, and that usually helps me refresh myself and get back on track. But if you do get enough sleep, you'll probably ace your exam, you won't need to take a nap, and you probably won't have caffeine crashes in the middle of the day. So my last tip would be staying organized. Organization is important for managing your time. If you keep everything nice and tidy, including your computer desktop and your Google Drive, then you'll spend less time finding the things you need. Something I recently started doing is posting my course syllabi onto my wall in my room, and this helps me stay on track of assignments, and I also add the assignments onto my to-do list, which I talked about earlier. So that concludes my video on 5 tips on time management. Hope you enjoyed and found these tips useful, and don't forget to subscribe for more Life at UCR content.